What it do, bullying crew? Hey man, listen. Today, I'm here to talk about how gold has gone to nearly $5,000 an ounce and silver has crossed over $100 an ounce. And I want to show you what I've bought in the past week since silver has crossed over $100 and gold at nearly 5,000. So yeah, I've got a bunch of really awesome stuff here. This stuff is a combination of things that I got from a coin show and people selling to us through our website and through YouTube as well. A couple of you reached out. That's really awesome. Again, if you want to sell your coins, contact us at 248-720-4092. You can text photos of your coins and inquire about general gold and silver questions. So let's get right into this. Let's get right into what we got, and we'll talk about the current bullion market right now as well. So to start us off, we got some gold here. We got a good bit of gold. First, I just got a little gram here. Isn't it crazy that this small of an amount of gold is worth $150 right now? Over $150, I believe, 1 gram. I've got this MS70 50 yen Panda here as well. These are really cool. I love the design on them. You know, not a big China fan. Not a big CCP fan. But I do like the designs that they put on these coins, all right? So this is about 1/10 of an ounce of gold, 2015, Mint State 70, gold Panda, 50 yen. Yeah, so gold has a very minor premium over what it is here in the US in China right now. I think the premium on gold is only about $3 compared to the premium on silver, which is about $9 right now. Silver in China is about $9 higher than it is in the United States. And expressed as a percentage, that's massive. That is massive. I mean, $3 on, $5,000 gold is not even close, percentage-wise, to $9 on $100 an ounce silver. So also, in terms of gold, we got this 1928 St. Gaudens $20 piece. I really love this right here. This is awesome. This is on our website right here. Just a beautiful piece. Just a beautiful piece right here. Mint State 62, love pre-33 gold. Many people, due to the gold and silver ratio going under 50, are converting their silver to gold. Some people have inquired about trades, and I totally understand why. If I had to make one recommendation, I would really recommend getting pre-33 gold. It has some collector value. I know that the premium has kind of been eaten up by the rise in the gold price. However, if you can get these at close to the same price as you can in modern gold, I would go with these every single time. I would go with pre-33 gold every single time, just for the fact that it's just a piece of history right here. It's a piece of history. If you don't know, back in 1933, the U.S. government, introduced a buyback on U.S. citizens' gold, right? So President Franklin Roosevelt instituted a buyback, made an executive order, and basically the penalty was if you did not sell your gold back to the U.S. government, I think there was some sort of prison sentence that would be levied upon the people. I don't think that was enforced. I don't think that was enforced very much. However, the U.S. wanted to buy back gold from the people. So these are really cool pieces to get. They're just pieces of history. Look at that. I mean, that's just an awesome piece right there. We got some other really cool pieces of history here as well in terms of silver. Here's an 1842 seated Liberty dollar. Now, to many of you, it's apparent that this is clean right here, and you'd be right. While this is cleaned, these seated Liberty dollars are so hard to come by that, you know, most of the time when I see one at any sort of fair price, I always pick it up. In a VF, this is about a $600 coin right here. You know, so I paid a pretty penny for it. I paid a little less because of the fact that it is cleaned, but you know, the details are pretty solid on it. And again, I really try not to pass these up when I see them. What's next? What else I got? In terms of type coins, I've got, you know, we got a couple seated Liberty quarters, 1853 arrows and rays right here. Not a super nice coin. Here's a 73 seated Liberty half dollar. This 55.0 seated Liberty half dollar, it's a bit tough to see in the camera, but the details are really nice and the toning is also really nice. It's maybe a bit hard to pick up in the camera, but there is some toning around the edge there. So, and the details are pretty good on this coin. I'd call it about an F+. So yeah, that's about the extent of type coins that I got today. I also picked up this right here. This is a Proof Eagle, not in the original government packaging right here. You know, for something like that, I'd pay about the same as I'm paying for a regular Silver Eagle, reverse Proof Eagle as well. This is pretty cool right here. Again, not in the original government packaging. Gentleman sold us some of his silver, so we've got some more Eagles in. Again, if you'd like to sell us your silver or your gold or your coins, contact us, text us photos of your coins at 248-720-4092. And we'll give you a quote, send you a shipping label, and pay you upon arrival. Again, so I got a bunch of other stuff here. I've got a bunch of really nice rolls of coins that I want to show you. Some of this stuff is really awesome. I'm going to move some of this around here so I can show you. So, not going to show all of them. They're kind of similar in a way. I got some BU and Proof Franklin half dollars here. Some of these are proof, some of these are uncirculated right here. So your proofs, these are pretty awesome right here. These have really come out of the woodwork. Some dealers cut open, you know, the proof sets and, you know, just put them into rolls. They're a lot easier to sell that way. I don't blame them necessarily. Yep, right there. So we've got a bunch of uncirculated ones and proofs, a few of them as well here. I've got another roll of those, essentially the same thing. I don't think I'm going to open it up. What else do we got here? Another roll. Here's Proof Pre-64 Washington quarters. Again, 90% silver quarters here. These are really cool as well. I think that, again, same deal with the Pre-33 gold. If you got your chance at these, I recommend getting these. These have some collector value, some historical significance that the modern bullion just doesn't have. So I really would recommend getting these. I've got some uncirculated Kennedy half dollars here. These are really nice as well. These are, I only got 90%ers. I am paying for 40% silver if you have. I can't say exactly how much. I gotta say the demand for the 40% silver is a bit low right now as refiners are not taking it at all. However, if you want to sell your 90% silver, refiners aren't taking that. However, I am paying a pretty good rate for it, I believe, as well as your 3/9 fine silver, your bullion silver. I'm paying a pretty good rate for it compared to what I've heard. So again, contact us to sell your silver. I've got this right here as well. This is a ICG, Mint State 70 Eagle right here. This grading company in particular, not many people put too much stock into. So I'm paying, if you have ICG graded coins, I pay about the same as if they were raw. However, if you got NGC, Anax, or PCGS, I'm paying more. I've got some XF walkers here. I've got AUs though, so I think I'd rather show these right here. These are a little bit nicer. Your AU plus Walking Liberty half dollars. Again, really nice coins right here. Beauties, a lot of beautiful stuff that we've got in. Yeah, we had a great coin show. Not a lot of people there. I was traveling out in this big snowstorm right here in Michigan. We're not getting it as bad as some other states, but certainly aren't living in peaches and creamville here. So yeah, I've got more. I showed these in the last video. Proof state quarters. These are pretty cool as well. Proof 90% silver state quarters. And I got some Barber half dollars here as well. We'll break these out. These are maybe like an AG plus. These aren't great. Again, the survivor rate on these is pretty low in general. So finding, you know, VF plus is pretty difficult. Usually you're not going to find a roll of VF plus Barber half dollars. So yeah, that's it. That's all we've bought. All of this I bought while silver was over $100 an ounce. I'm still in on silver. I will always like silver and gold more than I like dollars. That's my thing. Silver, all right. Silver and gold could possibly go down. All right, could go down in value. I can't guarantee, you know, it's going to continue on this crazy ride, although I think it will. However, I will always like metal more than I will like dollars, right? There's a chance that the metal goes up in value, a good chance, right? But we're essentially guaranteed that our dollars are going down in value. So that being said, that's why I'm still a buy on gold and silver. For my personal stack, I'm still buying, and obviously I'm still buying and selling as a business. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, sell your gold and silver to us. Text photos of your coins to 248-720-4092 or go to our website, MichiganCoinBullion.com, and fill out the form. Thank you for watching and have a good one.